Hey everybody, this is a loquat tree. I ran across this tree at my local box store, and man, I read did a little research while I was at the store on my phone and found out it's a unique tree. I'm always looking for something unique and challenging to grow. The unique thing about this tree is a fruit tree, and it is a evergreen. And the other unique thing about it is that it blooms in the wintertime, normally around December. So if you live in an area, I'm in zone 8. So if you live in an area where you have a pretty mild winter, and it's pretty mild it's pretty mild during the November and December months. So it's usually in the 50s and 60s. So it should do fine. Even if you don't live in a zone where you have a mild winter during those months, it's still a good tree to grow. It's pretty cold hardy. It will survive if you put it in the right location. You might not get fruit, but it's still something that you may want to try, and it may be even more of a challenge. I don't know about you, but whenever something is a challenge, I like growing it even more. So I still encourage you to try this tree out. You know, I'm excited about it. As far as location, they say it from my research, they like to be in a fairly shady location where they're going to get good drainage. So I did plant it here. I did amend the soil quite a bit. I do have a good drainage back here, and I do have a good sandy, loamy soil, but I always do 50-50 mix. I usually try to make the hole at least twice the size of the root ball, or the pot that it came in. I think I made this one a little bit bigger than that, and I dug down maybe about 2 feet. And I always mix. I just buy the bags of compost from the box stores and mix half and half native soil with the compost. So I start off with it's good to start any plant off on a good note, and invest the time in doing the amendment around the soil so it can get off to a good start. But it does like to be in a shady location. So back here, it's kind of in the morning time here, so it gets sun in the morning. It'll get sun in the morning time, but late in the afternoon it gets shady back here from all these mature oak trees and pecan trees. So it should be a good location for it. So this variety is called a golden nugget. From what I understand, it's one of the best varieties, most popular varieties you can get. I do have a cage around it to give it a little bit of stability. It is a seedling, from what I understand. These trees mostly are grown from seed. They're not grafted, and this one didn't appear to be grafted. So it like any seedling, is kind of flimsy. So I'm gonna leave this cage around it for the first few years to give it some support. And also it'll help deter animals from bothering it. Here it is. It's April, so it's spring. So this is a good time to plant new plants. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna give some updates on it to let you know how it's coming along and how it's doing. There's a lot of videos out there on growing loquat, but it's always fun and challenging to see other people grow stuff in their region of the country. All right, I was just gonna give a update on the loquat tree that I planted. Planted this in, I want to say late April. I'm sorry, yeah, late April, early May, and here it is mid-August. So it is pretty much made it through the summer, and it's gotten established. It's put out all new leaves, and it does, I heard, has a problem with these spotted leaves, but when I've done research, they said that's pretty common, especially with the heat. So it's an evergreen, so it should put out some nicer leaves in the winter time or in the cooler months. But so far it's doing good. It's the fact that it's putting out all new leaves let me know this is getting established, and I think we got it in a good location. It seemed like it's happy. I think I did pick the right location for it, and I'm gonna take those tags off of it after a while. But it's doing good. I'm gonna keep the cage around it, and I'm gonna keep posting updates on the tree to let everybody know how well it's doing. And man, I'm looking forward to it one day getting fruit off of it. And I hope this encourages you to grow a loquat tree or grow something different. And I did take a trip out to California shortly after planting this tree, and I saw some real loquat trees up there, because the California climate, and I was in Southern California, the Los Angeles area, and the climate up there is ideal for loquat trees, you know. So I saw some really nice ones up there. So it was real nice to be able to see some loquat trees that were doing really well, and some of them had fruit on them. So it was just more encouraging to me to have one of my own. So we'll see how it looks. I appreciate you for watching, and please subscribe.